For 3 decades, I have honed my craft as a master storyteller, weaving tales that grip the hearts and minds of those who dare to listen. Tonight, gather around as I unveil a true murder mystery that will send chills down your spine. Brace yourselves, my friends, for this story is not for the faint of heart. Let me take you back to a small, sleepy town called Ashcroft. Nestled amidst rolling hills and surrounded by a dense forest, it seemed like the kind of place where nothing out of the ordinary could ever happen. But beneath its tranquil facade lay a dark secret, waiting to be unearthed. In the year 1956, the town of Ashcroft was shaken to its core by a series of gruesome murders that defied explanation. It all began on a stormy autumn night when the lifeless body of a young woman, Rebecca Morgan, was discovered in the local cemetery. Her throat had been slit, and her lifeless eyes stared into the abyss. The news of Rebecca's murder spread like wildfire, and fear descended upon the townsfolk like a shroud. Ashcroft had never seen such a heinous crime, and the tight-knit community trembled with apprehension. Whispers of a shadowy figure lurking in the darkness and strange occurrences only fueled their terror. As the investigation unfolded, it became clear that Rebecca's murder was not an isolated incident. 3 more bodies were discovered over the following weeks, each victim meeting a similar grisly fate. Panic gripped Ashcroft, and the once friendly neighbors now regarded each other with suspicion and fear. The local authorities were baffled, their investigation yielding no solid leads. The townspeople demanded answers, desperate for the nightmare to end. Rumors swirled, linking the murders to a mythical creature, a creature that hungered for blood and had found a home in the very heart of Ashcroft. Among the townsfolk, a sense of unease settled like a fog. Doors were locked, windows were shuttered, and the night became a time of dread and anticipation. Parents clutched their children tightly, hoping to shield them from the unknown horrors that plagued their town. It was during this time of uncertainty that a young journalist named Daniel Parker arrived in Ashcroft. Drawn by the macabre allure of the unsolved murders, he hoped to uncover the truth that eluded the authorities. Armed with his notepad and an insatiable curiosity, Daniel delved into the dark underbelly of the town, determined to shed light on the mysteries that haunted Ashcroft. Through tireless investigation and countless interviews, Daniel began to piece together a chilling puzzle. Each victim had a connection to a dilapidated mansion on the outskirts of town known as Ravenswood Manor. The mansion had been abandoned for decades, its crumbling facade a stark contrast to the grandeur it once exuded. Intrigued by this connection, Daniel ventured to Ravenswood Manor, his footsteps echoing through its empty halls. The air was thick with an otherworldly presence, and the oppressive silence hung like a pall. He explored room after room, searching for any clue that could unravel the enigma. And then he found it, a hidden chamber, concealed behind a bookshelf. Within its confines lay a collection of diaries, each chronicling the lives of the mansion's former inhabitants. The diaries revealed a dark history of forbidden love, betrayal, and vengeance. It appeared that Ravenswood Manor had been a haunt of secret affairs and hidden grudges. One diary, in particular, belonged to a woman named Genevieve Ashcroft, the daughter of the mansion's original owner. Genevieve had been betrayed by a lover and condemned to a life of solitude and bitterness. The pieces of the puzzle began to fall into place, and Daniel realized that the spirits of Ravenswood Manor were seeking revenge for the sins committed within its walls. They had manifested as the vengeful specter that haunted Ashcroft, exacting their retribution through a series of brutal murders. Armed with this newfound knowledge, Daniel sought to put an end to the reign of terror. With the help of a local medium, he conducted a séance within Ravenswood Manor, hoping to appease the restless spirits and bring closure to the tormented souls. The séance was a harrowing experience. The walls trembled, and the air crackled with an otherworldly energy. Whispers filled the room, and the apparition of Genevieve Ashcroft materialized before them, her eyes filled with rage and sorrow. In a voice that seemed to echo from the depths of the grave, Genevieve revealed the true identity of the murderer, a prominent figure within the town, someone who had betrayed her trust and sealed their own fate. With this revelation, the haunting ceased, and the town of Ashcroft breathed a collective sigh of relief. The murderer was apprehended, and justice was served, but the scars of those dark days lingered within the hearts of the townspeople. Ashcroft would forever be marked by the horrors it had endured, a reminder that even in the most idyllic of places, darkness can lurk. And so, my friends, concludes the beginning of this chilling tale. But there is much more to unravel, for the web of intrigue stretches far and wide. Join me as we delve deeper into the heart of this murder mystery, where secrets and revelations await in the shadows of Ashcroft. Let me transport you back to the year 1927, to the picturesque town of Blackwood. Nestled amidst towering mountains and dense forests, it exuded an aura of tranquility and serenity. But beneath its charming facade, a sinister secret lurked, waiting to be exposed. The town's peace was shattered when the lifeless body of a young woman, Elizabeth Monroe, was discovered on a moonlit night. She had been brutally murdered, her delicate features etched with an expression of terror. Blackwood had never witnessed such a heinous act, and the shockwaves reverberated through the tightly knit community. Fear gripped the hearts of the townsfolk, and suspicion cast its shadow on every corner. Whispers filled the air, speculating about the identity of the killer and their motive. The once friendly neighbors now regarded each other with wary eyes, unsure who among them was capable of such a monstrous act. The local authorities, led by Sheriff Jackson, were determined to bring the perpetrator to justice. But as they delved into the investigation, they encountered an intricate web of lies, secrets, and hidden motives. Each thread they pulled seemed to lead to more questions than answers. Elizabeth Monroe was not just a simple, innocent girl. She had been entangled in a complex web of relationships, betrayal, and forbidden desires that extended far beyond the borders of Blackwood. Her murder seemed to be the consequence of a series of events that had been building up for years. Sheriff Jackson, a grizzled and determined lawman, had seen his fair share of crimes, but the mystery surrounding Elizabeth's murder haunted him. The sheriff, known for his sharp instincts, had a gut feeling that the answer to this puzzle lay within the town itself. He knew that Blackwood held secrets that were now clawing their way to the surface. As the investigation progressed, dark truths began to surface, casting a shadow over the town. Elizabeth Monroe's seemingly idyllic life was anything but. She had been entangled in a web of clandestine affairs, hidden desires, and bitter rivalries. Blackwood, it seemed, was a town teeming with its own secrets and darkness. Among the townsfolk, suspicion grew like a poison, seeping into their daily lives. Family ties strained, friendships fractured, and trust disintegrated. No one was immune to the tendrils of doubt that infiltrated their hearts, turning neighbor against neighbor and even tearing families apart. As the secrets of Blackwood unraveled, a sense of unease settled over the town. Whispers of a vengeful spirit began to circulate, haunting those who were involved in Elizabeth's murder. Tales of apparitions, eerie sightings, and unexplained phenomena filled the darkest corners of conversations, fueling the growing fear. Amidst this atmosphere of fear and suspicion, a young journalist named Amelia Harper arrived in Blackwood. Drawn by the whispers of a hidden truth, she embarked on her own investigation, eager to uncover the secrets that lay buried beneath the surface. With notebook in hand and an unquenchable curiosity burning in her eyes, Amelia delved into the dark underbelly of Blackwood. She interviewed witnesses, looked through old newspaper clippings, and painstakingly pieced together the mystery of Elizabeth Monroe's murder. But as she dug deeper, Amelia discovered that there were more layers to this dark tale than she could have ever imagined. During her investigation, Amelia came across a series of anonymous letters sent to Elizabeth prior to her untimely demise. The letters, filled with cryptic messages and veiled threats, hinted at a long-buried secret. Intrigued, Amelia embarked on a quest to find the sender, believing that they held the key to unlocking the truth. As she delved into the twisted secrets of Blackwood's past, Amelia unearthed a forgotten scandal that had plagued the town years ago. It involved a powerful family with deep roots in the community. Whispers of corruption, blackmail, and even a cover-up circulated among the townsfolk. Amelia's pursuit of the truth led her to confront the town's prominent figures, who were entangled in this dark web of secrets. They appeared desperate to protect their carefully constructed facades, going to great lengths to hinder her investigation. Threats were whispered, warning her to abandon her search for answers. Undeterred by the intimidation tactics, Amelia turned to the old archives of the Blackwood Gazette, hoping to find overlooked clues buried within its dusty pages. It was there that she stumbled upon an article from 20 years ago, detailing a suspicious death that bore eerie similarities to Elizabeth's murder. The article revealed the tragic demise of a young man named Samuel Thompson. Like Elizabeth, his life had been cut short by a ruthless killer. But what caught Amelia's attention was a mention of Ravenswood Manor, an imposing abandoned mansion situated on the outskirts of Blackwood. With her curiosity piqued, Amelia journeyed to Ravenswood Manor, hoping to unravel the connection between the two murders. The decaying mansion stood as a haunting reminder of a forgotten era, its walls whispering secrets that begged to be heard. Inside, Amelia found remnants of a bygone time. Tattered photographs, faded letters, and journals that chronicled the lives of the mansion's former inhabitants. Through her meticulous research, she uncovered a chilling truth. Ravenswood Manor was once the epicenter of a tragic love triangle that ended in betrayal and bloodshed. Amelia's investigation took a supernatural turn when she encountered Martha, a local medium with a reputation for communing with the spirits. Martha revealed that the restless souls of Ravenswood Manor were trapped, seeking justice for the injustices committed within its walls. Together, Amelia and Martha conducted a séance within the eerie confines of the mansion, hoping to appease the vengeful spirits and gain insight into Elizabeth's murder. The room filled with an otherworldly presence as the spirits made their presence known, their voices echoing through the darkness. Through the séance, Amelia connected with the spirit of Samuel Thompson, who revealed the shocking truth behind his murder. He had been in love with Elizabeth Monroe, and their relationship had been ruthlessly torn apart by someone close to them. Samuel's death had been the result of a twisted act of jealousy and revenge. The revelation sent shockwaves through Amelia, solidifying her resolve to uncover the identity of Elizabeth's killer. As she delved deeper into the past, she unraveled a tapestry of deceit, hidden motives, and unexpected alliances.